Hey guys, welcome back to Small Talk, small conversations with huge impact. Now exclusively on Spotify, powered by Anchor. And if you are new here, welcome. My name is Alec Coenga. I am your host, and thank you so much for clicking on this episode. I hope that you learned something from this episode, and if you do, please check out the other episodes that we have here. We're doing daily podcast sessions for daily reminders and daily insights. Pwedeng-pwede ka matuto dyan. And if you are listening to this for the end time, then welcome back to the show. I'm happy and proud of you for how far you have gotten. Maybe you're looking for something to expedite your healing process. Maybe this could help you, or maybe you're just looking for something to learn today. That's totally fine. Just want to say that you are amazing, and bibilis talaga yan kasi you're really open to growth and learning. So, really, really proud of you. And really thankful for you as well. And to all those who are sharing the podcast on their Instagram, tagging me at Alec Cuenca, thank you so much. The podcast grows every single day. Hindi na po tayo nawala sa top 15 dahil sa inyo. Thank you so much. Please go ahead and just share this to as many people as you can. And send me your insights through sharing it on Instagram. I love reading them and I love conversing with you guys. And so, again, this is one of the special segment that I have. This is actually the last one for this month. And it's called Letter Sender. And basically, I read not just my own story, but a story from someone out there. If you want to send your story, send kayo sa link sa baba, no? But I've collected hundreds of responses to this question. What is your biggest heartbreak? And, maybe ask me for advice or any questions around that. And I've received a lot of amazing stories, but it ultimately fell down sa apat na to, no? With the last one of this month being this story. And this story is from Marie. Okay? Hi, Marie. Thank you so much for sharing your story. And sabi ni Marie, in 2017, I met this guy through a common friend. It was LDR. He was in Saudi. I was in Bicol. We got close. We got to know each other. Then one day, we realized we are in love. We went home on my 25th birthday the following year and surprised me with a Moira concert tickets. Naks, no? Nagpunta pa kay Moira. And it was fun. He made me feel the happiest girl at that time. Showered me with a lot of love and gifts that I never experienced before in my previous relationships. We traveled a lot and he introduced me to his family. And yes, it was in La Union, from south to north, Ilocano at Bicolana love story. They accepted me and they want to think it that way, and invited me to all of the family gatherings and even made me a godmother to one of his nieces. So, yun na, medyo attached na. I know maraming relationships na ganito, no? Big deal talaga pag pinapakilala na sa parents or sa family at sinasama na sa gathering kasi it just means na ready to move to that next level na siya. So, no. Yeah. And so, I thought it was the beginning of something I could all hold on for forever. Yep. And he went back to Saudi. We continued our LDR and it went by smoothly. In 2019, he went home. Our love got more serious. Ayan. And before he left again for another contract, he asked me to marry him. We set the date for June 2020. But he won't be able to go home because of the new company policies and went through the pandemic in 2020. Of course, the pandemic happened. That is when it started to went wrong. Long chats became one sentence chat. Audio and video calls became missed calls. I felt the need to confront him, but I wasn't able to because I loved him. He was always mad on small things and felt an obligation to message for the sake lang na mag-shut up ako sa pangungulit ko. Everyday conversations became a distant memory. I want to blame it to the pandemic, but no. It was him who fell out of love. Ouch. Then started the ghosting and gaslighting part. He gaslighted me all throughout the end of 2020. He kept on invalidating me. He kept on blaming me. He always pointed out the wrong and petty small things that I did. But I held on kasi mahal ko. And, may sino dito, maybe some of you guys also did that. Pag mahal nyo, nagstay kahit na medyo painful na ang relationship or toxic na ang relationship. But damn, I was never prepared for what March 2021 to July 2021 will do to me and my mental health. Ayan, may pa-intro si ate. And he completely, sorry, natutuwa lang ako kasi sobrang galing nyo rin sa storytelling. No? Nahihit lang ako na, grabe kayo magkwento ng mga stories nyo. Talagang para akong nanonood ng movie. Anyway, he completely ghosted me. Always on another call whenever I called him. Online, yet he will never reply. Scene zoned at its finest. For 4 painful months, I cried. I even thought of ending my life because I have given my all for us, yet I was treated like I was nothing. My mental health was literally in chaos and I was barely holding on for life. I prayed hard. I devoted my time praying for clarity and peace. And on July 2021, 21st, I had the courage to finally break up with him over chat. Guess what? Finally, he replied and told me the hardest pill I needed to swallow. He fell out of love. Up until the very last time, he still gaslighted me that he doesn't deserve daw yung klase ng pagmamahal na kaya kong ibigay. Well, to naman. And we better na mag-move on na lang daw. Totoo din. And that was the greatest heartbreak I had in my 30 years. Fiancé mo na, pero naghiwalay pa rin kayo. Akala mo, yun na yun. Pero akala yun na yun. Pero October 10, 2021, he posted he was already in a relationship with this girl na ka-batchmate niya ng college. Then December 2021, he posted that he was already engaged with this girl. With the ring I supposedly should wear. Damn! Okay. So, binigay yung sing-sing na dapat ikaw magsusuot. Ouch. I'm sorry you had to go through that. The last time I heard, he was happily married with the same woman na pinagsabay niya sa akin last December 2022. The greatest lesson I learned from this relationship: never regret leaving a long-term relationship if it doesn't give you the love that you deserve. Always choose to love yourself and be brave enough to stand for what you believe is right. And when everything is hard and painful, pray to God to give you what your heart wants. Whew, that was definitely heavy, and I felt the emotions. Thank you for sharing that, Marie. And one thing that I really liked about what you said was the last part, na never regret leaving a long-term relationship, especially if you know na wala ng pagmamahal. I think a lot of us really romanticize love in a way na kahit na hindi natin siya, it's not the love that we want, it's the feeling of we're in love that we're craving for. And most of the time, yun yung hinahabol natin and yun yung ayaw nating pakawalan. But if we always hold on to that, sometimes our judgments get so cloudy to the point na hindi natin nakikita na binabaliwala na pala tayo, na sinasayang na yung oras natin, na niloloko na lang tayo. So my dear friends, this is my call to action. If you know someone, or if you are that person who knows that you deserve better, you deserve more, then start demanding it. But the only time na magagawa mo yun is when you are ready to say one of the strongest, most powerful words that I know that exists right now. It's when you're ready to say enough. When you know when enough is enough, that's the time when life starts to happen for you. When you say enough of the bullshit excuses, enough of the drama, enough of the gaslighting, enough of the cheating, That's when you start to look out for yourself and start demanding the quality of people, the quality of life that you ultimately deserve. When you know how to say enough in the times na alam mong hindi mo naman talaga deserve, dun pa lang magbabago yan. So please, take this time to maybe not look at your life, not just in the relationship aspect, no? Maybe it's in your career. Maybe it's in your finances. Maybe it's in the family that you're growing up in. If you start saying enough, that's when your life starts to change. Because when you start to say enough of this, I deserve better, that's you tuning in to your higher self. That's you believing in yourself that you can have more if you want more. But the problem is you're too caught up and you're too addicted to the drama, to getting hurt, to getting pain. And even if you don't want that, subconsciously, that's what you choose. Well, maybe take this as a sign to say enough. Because I won't have that already. Especially for the people out there who's still waiting for something, who's still clinging on to that thing na alam nyo namang hindi na talaga masaya. Masakit na, mahirap na. Then you need to move on and let it go. Because let me tell you something. If your heart tells you that it's not worth fighting for, it's not worth fighting for. Darating ang tao na kahit anong hirap, anong sakit, you would never even imagine to break up with this person. But the fact that you're already looking at, maybe this is not for me, maybe I deserve better, maybe I want more, then that means you really deserve better. That means you're just misaligned with what you deserve. So take a good look in your life and maybe look at the places where you need to say enough. Tama na. Tama na pag-iyak. Tama na pagloko sa sarili na kaya pa. Maybe ang pagsuko ang pinakamalakas at matapang na pwede mong gawin. Maybe it's in the surrendering that you learn to let go of the things that you don't deserve and start looking and accepting the things that you truly deserve. And so, learn to say enough when you know that it's time to say enough. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this episode. If meron kayong lesson na nakuha dito, share nyo naman on Instagram. Don't forget to tag me at Alec Cuenca. Send me a message. And if you want to share your story, click the link down below and share yours. Again, thank you so much. This has been a pleasure. I'll still be continuing to do this. Maybe not here, maybe in my YouTube channel. Abangan nyo yan. Please follow me on my YouTube at Alec Cuenca or on my Facebook, Alec Cuenca. Baka doon ko i-upload. But yeah, thank you so much. Please, if you're watching on Spotify or listening, give it a 5-star rating and click that follow button and give it a honest review because I really appreciate you guys. So thank you so much for all of your support and all of your love. I pray that every single one of you find healing and peace. My name is Alec Cuenca. This is Small Talk, Small Conversations with Huge Impact. Now exclusively on Spotify, powered by Anchor. Till next time, or till the next episode. Peace.